Welcome to all my listeners, whether you're watching on YouTube or audio only. This is another episode of Break The Huddle. I am your humble host, Don Deuce. It is Super Bowl week. You got the Kansas City Chiefs, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts is about to go down. But don't worry, you can get all that here. So grab your jersey, settle in, and let's break the fucking huddle.
Who got my back? Who got my back? I got your back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got that swerve? I got that swerve.
I do pose a real good question for you, brother. I pose a good question. Who has more pressure? Mahomes going for the three-peat or Hurts trying to get his revenge?
I think definitely Hurts trying to get his revenge because at the end of the day, I wouldn't really feel any pressure knowing that I got two of these things back to back. And this third one, I want to win it, but it will be the cherry on top. Hurts got to get one. He has to get one, man. There's a lot more pressure on Hurts.
I would agree. Personally, I would agree. I think that Jalen Hurts needs to start solidifying, and he needs to start getting some of that. He needs to get the monkey off his back. I think he takes a lot of criticism because he doesn't win. I mean, regardless, I'm not an Eagles fan, but I see how people speak about Jalen Hurts. Hell, even I might speak about him in that manner sometimes because he doesn't win the way you want him to win, and it almost bothers people. It bothers people by the idea that, this guy is not gonna. He's not throwing for 300 and 3 touchdown passes.
He's not even throwing for 200.
He's barely throwing for 200. But he's running. He's running for 100, throwing for 150.
Yeah.
He's doing he's a they're calling him a glorified fullback. And I think he needs to get the monkey off his back and he needs to start shutting people up where it's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna win how I want to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dethrone you the way I want to dethrone you. You guys don't dictate what makes me a good quarterback. We dictate what makes me a good quarterback.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I do is what the offense calls upon me to do.
Yeah. And you know what makes it better too? Who's your star player? Saquon. So when you have a running back that's running for 200, almost 300 yards a game, people got to understand that when you have a player like Saquon, if I'm a quarterback, I don't got to throw the ball in the air. I don't.
Why would I do it?
Because we're going to run down the clock, we're going to get first downs, and we're going to take control of the game. And I think a lot of people don't see that if they're not watching the game, that the Eagles are going to sit there and chew the clock down. And they're going to walk the ball down the field, and that's why they're winning, and Jalen Hurts is not putting up quarterback numbers. He's not putting up Joe Burrow numbers because he doesn't have to. And that's something that people got to keep in their mind, and I think he has to win it to solidify, look, this is how my team is constructed. This is what I got to do to win, and I won, so please back the fuck up.
Absolutely, bro. I couldn't agree more. My thing is, when you look at some of just the Eagles' offensive strategy, that's the thing. People want, it goes back to what we just talked about. It goes back. They want to put Jalen Hurts in a box, right?
Yep.
But that offensive strategy, they run to set up the pass. So the Eagles love their inside zone runs. And then once they get that going, then you see Jalen Hurts. He starts to thrive off his play action. It keeps going and going just like that. You've seen all the elements of that offense in the NFC Championship game when he ran away with it against the Commanders. What's happening in that game? Saquon Barkley takes off for the first play, takes off for a tutty on the first play. And then next thing you know, he starts pounding the rock. And then next thing you know, oh shit, you look up, he just tossed it over your head to AJ Brown. So it's like they play within the flow of their offense.
Yeah.
They don't just pass to pass. And then when you think about it, teams, when you think about the last team that got outside of their element, proved something from their quarterback, shit went left. If you remember, we were in my house years and years ago, kids, when Russell Wilson threw that touchdown. Well, he threw that
Interception.
pass, that interception in the end zone.
Nobody can forget that. When you could just ran the fucking ball.
When he could have ran the ball. That was their offensive identity.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't Russell Wilson passing the ball. It was giving it to Beast Mode, and he was doing his thing. That was the offense. But they wanted to prove something in that moment. And let me tell you something, the Eagles don't give a fuck about proving anything like that.
And I agree with you on that 100%. And that's a big reason why I think they're going to pull off this win, because you can easily come into the game and say, yo, we're going to put 8, 9 in the box, and we're going to have to stop that man. But the issue is the Eagles don't give a fuck. They're going to give it to Saquon. But Saquon is so good, he's going to get his every single time. And guess what? If you stop that, Devontae, AJ, they got weapons. They got weapons that people forget. And I think overall, team-wise, the Eagles are a better team. I really like their defense. Their secondary's kind of shaky a little bit, just a little bit. But for the Chiefs, bro, the Eagles are going to lock them up, man, because I think they got a game plan for Kelsey. And I think none of that fake shit gonna happen for the Chiefs on Sunday. All that fake shit is clipped. So if it's not a close game, it's gonna be a blowout. Eagles win.
And thank y'all for watching. It's Don Deuce. It's Jew.
Yo, appreciate y'all. Yo, remember, if y'all not tapping in with Break the Huddle, you're doing something wrong.
It's at the bottom of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It's at the bottom of your screen.
Tap in.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. I think y'all been doing all right with that. I appreciate y'all, but we gotta keep liking and subscribing. We gotta feed the algorithm, right? We gotta feed the algorithm. We have to start fucking making noise and spreading the Break the Huddle word. But it's all right. This is what we gotta do. This is how we're gonna get it done. It's Don, it's Jew, and we out of here.